the fact that Ybor City literally is sitting on a grid of smugglers' tunnels everywhere that we hit. We talked about that. We hit one. So right at that, if you turn to the right a little bit, that door right there is a smuggler tunnel. If you take that line, you go straight across the street. It goes right to the back side of the Italian Club.
So when you were doing renovations in this building, you found a smuggler's tunnel.
We hit a smuggler's tunnel.
Did you end up hearing the history about it? Like what year it was created?
So we're in the middle of construction, and we're starting to cut the slab. Okay, so right through that door right there, we're cutting the slab, and the big concrete saw's coming, and by the time it almost finishes the square, the slab drops about 6 inches, and everyone jumps out of the hole because this is a saw cut, 24-inch blade that'll cut your arm off if you're not careful. So this is a big piece of equipment. They jump out of the hole, and I get a phone call. We got some problems. We have a sinkhole. I'm like, oh no, we something's going on. The slab, we cut it. It just fell like 2-3 inches, and I'm like, what the heck happened?
Yeah.
So I go out there, and they start chiseling out, and we find there's dirt, but then we find another slab. We're like, why is there another slab? So it goes slab, dirt, slab. We're like, what's going on? So we keep taking it. We start to hit this old, like coquina concrete, which is the old method of concrete. We had shells in it, and a lot grittier. Yeah, a lot of grittier aggregate. And we're starting to look at it. We're like, what the heck's going on? So we start chipping into it. And at that point, I'm like, we hit something. I think we hit a tunnel because we start to see it's formed. And then we start to think about, like, and I start putting, I'm like, that's the Italian Club. We know the kind of events. We have history of what happens.
Because this has been in the paper a lot. This is big news.
Yeah. So we called out the city. I brought the city's staff out there to look at it. Like, yeah, you hit a tunnel.
Oh my.
So we had to actually scan all the slab for the entire building. We scanned all the floor to make sure so we found out that it's all poured. At some point, they went back and poured the old concrete and filled the entire tunnel with the old concrete. It had to be in the 20s or 30s. I don't know if they got caught, and they said, nope, you're not doing it anymore. We know you're sneaking stuff out. But it basically comes up somewhere in the either the building right next to the Italian Club where like the Italian restaurant is, or I think it went in the crepe shop. I think there was a stair in the back, the back of the crepe shop. They would get stuff out. They would go underneath our street because if they got raided, then they would get them behind our building.
So this is Prohibition era.
This is Prohibition era stuff. And we believe that it goes out that way because we traced it. It went to our back. We traced it to go to our back alley. So we think somewhere in our building at some time there was a ladder stair or something. They would climb out a ladder. They would come up and they would run either if they got, cops come in or something, or they just moved it at night so you wouldn't see things coming in.
That's hilarious that when the city showed up, they were like, yep, we kind of know what we're looking at here.
You hit a tunnel.
You hit a tunnel.
You hit a tunnel. Yeah.
Amazing.
So, and we believe there's more, but yeah, we know for sure we hit one on that building.
Well, there's been a really crazy, interesting finds all around Tampa, graveyards and tunnels and
old
just
graveyards, yeah.
Even in like Miami, they found that site where they were digging up bodies. I know a related group had a site in Brickell, and they found some. I don't know if it was like an Indian site or something like that, something crazy. But yeah, whenever you're in an area with history, you're gonna be digging up some stuff.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
There's some interest. That's what I said. If anyone has a chance to do the ghost tour anyway, it's eye-opening kind of because we have Traffic County. I mean, there's a lot of history of.
Oh yeah. We had on Scott Daichi, who wrote Cigar City Mafia. He's just a wealth of knowledge of Ybor mob history. He knows all the details. He's an amazing dude.
That's what's so funny. You said why Ybor City? The amount of stories, the history, the grit. What we've been through and how we've kind of found our way out and what it's becoming it's an amazing story.